Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, check!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Barnett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go, here we go!
Back to throw. Barnett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The play fake. Here's Haskins. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The Cowboys at 4-3, a game over 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Haskins will throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This defense for the Rams, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. try and throw for it with Haskins. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. On play action, Haskins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Haskins to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they've climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barnett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Butler. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Rams! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
From the 29, Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing again, here's Haskins.
This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carr. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Here's a handoff out of the gun to the 27-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Haskins. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive one made it to the end zone, drive two.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Okay, ready.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Back to throw. Barnett. And he's got his man on the out route. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. I
think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They'll run on first down. Stevens. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Stevens. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, it's Stevens. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Haskins, they'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Stevens. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Stevens. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The
They'll start this drive out and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Throwing on first down. Barnett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Barnett. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Barnett. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Ready.
They're going to try and throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, Barnett. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. Barnett throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That was a nicely run slant route. Is what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw on 3rd down, Barnett. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And his kick is indeed good, and that gets him back within 10.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
from the gun. He'll hand this off. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run up and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. From the gun, it's Haskins. Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle they go. Stevens. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Cowboys look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Okay, break.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Barnett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. The carry here for the big tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff up the middle. Stevens. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, it's Stevens. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
From midfield now, Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cowboys,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for L.A., they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to...
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they call respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 7 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier, flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky, hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty, talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me, it's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy, I'm rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace spoon going big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders, don't haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage or $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that's probably baffling. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertip like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it call for the tab, extra with the bag, young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the